Ladies and gentlemen, now we have seen 4 of our ladies go home. I'm told today 2 of them are also joining them. It's incredible. But that one, Uncle Dave and Madam Linda, well, they take charge of that, so I don't have any problem at all. But the fact is that if you do not get to vote for your favorite contestant, they're definitely going to go out because the votes are cumulative and they're still counting. So it's 1740. Keep the votes coming. Make sure that you get your contestants to stay in the competition for the finals because it promises to be something else. Now, I'd like to say thank you to all our sponsors and indeed our proud judges who have helped us all through up to this stage. And I'm talking about Uncle Dave. Please put your hands together for him. And then the beautiful Linda. You know, I keep on getting castigations. Why do you keep on saying beautiful? The woman has a husband. Say, oh, it's a mundi agro kakra. Okay, so tonight, you know, in Africa, we're kind of related. We have the same culture, the same tradition. There are certain things that we akin. We do certain things together, irrespective of where we're coming from. I mean, we are miscellaneous countries, but one people. Tonight, our ladies are going to come and depict what the tribes that we have here in Ghana have in common with other tribes in other countries. And that's what they're going to do. There will be an interview section. We're going to have representatives of various countries coming here to talk to them. And then out of this, we'll get to know a lot more. So as they do it, the marks keep coming. So sit there, enjoy yourself wherever you are in your homes. This is Ghana's Most Beautiful Season 9. My name is Gideon Aikwe. Proud to be here once again. I'm going right back. When I come, show begins. I'll be back. Welcome back. This is Ghana's Most Beautiful Season 9. Thank you very much for being part of this program. Indeed, I would like to say thank you to Camel Antiseptic and Beatable Germ Protection, Sasso Insecticide Spray and Coil, Kumintuntum Precum, Rush Energy Drink, Keep Up the Rush in You, Non-Stop, and Enapa Mackerel, Eyede Soko. DJ Cola Tastes the New Sound, Heaven Perfumed, Long Grain Rice, Deliciously Tasty, Casa Preco Carnival, the pleasure is yours. Madar Powder Soap, it is easier with Madar, the new multi-purpose detergent. Lydia Female Contraceptive, Lydia, you decide. GTP New Style, more colors, more designs. Aloe Vera King, inspired by health for your natural goodness. Best Western Premier Hotel, welcome to the Premier Life. Absonic Auto Limited drives you. And you try the surprise, of course. They're going to give us that beautiful, sleek, and civilized car that our lady is going to walk away with. And, of course, Wendy Lartisan. Now, talking about our queen, we have our reigning queen in the house. Beautiful Bassi for Season 8, please. Let's see you. Okay, and let me also inform you that today we're going to have a guest judge on the program. He's an arts critic. Incidentally, he's going to be on set with one of the contestants, after which I'll introduce him when he joins our judges. So it promises to be wonderful today. We're starting the show. Now we are on the verge of getting to the finals. Let's see who gets what tonight. We're not going to do Miss Eloquent today, but we're still going to do that and that and that. Those ones the judges will decide. And then the eviction would also come off. And they will see who are the final 4 that we're going to the Accra International Conference Center with. Okay, starting from the Brown region, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Ama.
Hello, beautiful African people. You are welcome to the award-winning show, Showtime Africa, with your ever-graceful hostess, Ama Aduma, a.k.a. Onyamenehene, a.k.a. Bunwahafu Sugar Baby, right here on TV3. Tonight, I am taking you through a historical journey to the land of beauty, a land which is being described as the jewel of Africa. I decide to call them the African Frenchmen. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome my guest from the Republic of Ivory Coast. You are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please, you can have a seat. Thank you. Splendid. It's wonderful to have you on the show. You are once again welcome to Showtime Africa, the only program in Africa that shows you your culture and your heritage, only on TV3, first in news, best in entertainment.
Thank you.
First and foremost, you are from Côte d'Ivoire. It's wonderful having you here. But then I would like you to introduce yourselves so that we can start with our conversation.
Okay. My name is Aurelien Zadisere. I am an art critic, and I live right here in Accra, from Côte d'Ivoire.
So let us give him a round of applause. And my sweet lady, you are?
I'm Sarah Grace Jurion. I'm a student of Wisconsin University, and I'm living here in Accra from Ivory Coast.
That's wonderful. And my dear lady?
I'm Stephanie Zigre. I'm also a student from Wisconsin, and I'm living in Accra. Thank you.
Oh, can we give them all a round of applause? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. First and foremost, you know Ivory Coast is a land of beauty. Ivory Coast is a land of culture. We all appreciate the fact. Now, I'd like to delve much more into something very cultural. You know, we have our various indigenous dances. When you come to the Bono Ahafu region, we have Sichi, and we also dance Pontom From during our festivals. But nowadays, there is a cultural revolution going on. That is the Azonto craze. Azonto, which was originated from Ghana, has taken control over Ghana, in West Africa, and even in the world at large. I would like to ask you, how has Azonto affected traditional dances in Côte d'Ivoire?
Yes, it's a powerful question. Of course, Azonto has been a cultural revolution. In Côte d'Ivoire, we had the same revolution. We had Zouglou, which took place in the 90s, and it also crashed back then our traditional dances. We have had people complaining of the disappearance of our cultural heritage with the new dance, which was an urban upsurge. And suddenly came Azonto, quashing Zouglou. And I have to say that, and I have to admit it, Azonto has been a revival of Ghanaian music, and it has taken all over Côte d'Ivoire nowadays.
Wow, that is very, very wonderful. Now, when we come into, let's talk about unity. Unity is necessary. In Africa, we need unity so that there can be a bond between people and the world at large. Now, if I translate your national anthem into English, it says, "Great patriots of Côte d'Ivoire, your legions have made you proud. Greetings to your people." And we know for a fact that for some time now, there has been a series of civil wars over some period of time in Côte d'Ivoire. How has that affected the democratic progress in Côte d'Ivoire?
Yes, it has seriously, adversely affected the democratic process in the Ivory Coast. We believe that democracy has been challenged, and it's a call to awareness and growing up. We think that people have to understand national interest more than private interest. So we accept those civil wars as bad experiences, as divinely inflicted wounds from which we have to learn. We believe that reconciliation will take place, and we believe that people will grow out of the necessity of doing wars. We're optimistic.
Yeah. That's wonderful. Okay, so you can send in your comments on www.showtimeafrica.com, and I'll be very glad to read your comments right here live on the show. My next question to you, my dear lady in the middle, is on female genital mutilation. We know that female genital mutilation has become a canker in society. It is killing women. And the government in Ghana, for instance, is trying as much as possible to ensure that this kind of practice is stopped. Now, I'd like to ask, is female genital mutilation practiced in Cote d'Ivoire?
Thank you for your question. Actually, before it was existing. But now that we all know that it's an accommodated culture, and it has been forbidden by the law in Ivory Coast, and it's not like before. Every law forbid it, and females are protected everywhere. So if they have stopped it, it's no more like before.
That is great. So right now, the incidence of female genital mutilation has stopped dramatically. Okay, that's wonderful. Showtime Africa is proudly sponsored by Camel Antiseptic, Unbeatable Germ Protection, and Sasso Insecticide Spray and Coil. Kum entontom prekum. When it comes to food, we all know that, Ghanaians, when it comes to food, we have a lot of cuisines. We eat a lot. We have plantain, we have cassava, we have maize. In the Bono Ahafu region, for instance, we have fufu with dry okra soup, also known as chinkasi, which, in fact, most of the Bono Ahafus enjoy. What food can I associate the Ivory Coast with?
Okay. In Ivory Coast, our favorite food is acheke. Acheke looks like gari. We eat it with fried or grilled chicken, with stew or condiments. We accompany it with tomatoes, onion, pepper, and so on.
Wow.
Yes.
Then that is very interesting. It means that we have a lot in common. And there's another one, aloko. I learned of one called aloko. Can you please tell me something on that?
Okay, aloko is like kelewele. Okay, it's fried plantain, but the difference is that we cut it in very small pieces. That's it.
That's great. I would like to taste aloko. You should have brought aloko whilst coming.
Okay, next time.
Okay, so I have a message coming in from Kweku Mensa. He is in Doma Hinkro at the moment, and he's asking me, why is it that Cote d'Ivoire, that is the Ivory Coast, and Ghana have been clashing in the African Cup? In 1992 and 2014, you beat Ghana. Why is it that there are tensions between Ghana and the Ivory Coast when it comes to football?
It's a good question. I think there are false tensions, or to tell you the truth. Ghana has won the African Cup 4 times, and Ivory Coast is only struggling to get the cup, and we had it twice. I think that Ghana has a higher call to bring more than just the African Cup here. We want Ghana to bring the World Cup to Africa. That's what we're Ghana for. So we don't want Ghana to worry about the African Cup. We want them to bang on the door to bring to Africa the World Cup, and I think they almost did it. So I'm always proud and happy when we beat Ghana, but I think that Ghana shouldn't worry about African Cup anymore.
That is great. But I don't think Ghana would like to give up to Cote d'Ivoire. I don't think so.
Oh, we are brothers and neighbors anyway.
That's very interesting. And my final question is, what is it about Cote d'Ivoire that makes you different? Is there something about Cote d'Ivoire that makes you stand out? Something that the rest of the world doesn't know yet about Cote d'Ivoire?
Cote d'Ivoire, the country has a resilient spirit, a spirit which survives under the most desperate condition of war, national trauma, and many other things. The spirit of unity, the survival of human dignity under such conditions is something which distinguishes Cote d'Ivoire from the rest of, I would say, the world. They are tough.
You are tough people. Are you tougher than Ghanaians?
Oh, we are brothers.
Okay, that is very interesting. That is wonderful. Well, I would have loved to ask you more questions, but we'll do that in our next edition. And I'd like to have you all on the show again when we have the second edition of Showtime Africa. That is a discussion with Ivory Coast.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We have come to the end of our show. It has been wonderful and it has been entertaining with the jewel of Africa, Ivory Coast. And when you come to the Bono Ahafo region, when a visitor comes into your house, he or she should not leave empty-handed. Because of that, I have gotten you something very nice from the Bono Ahafo people to the people of Ivory Coast. It is something that we all associate ourselves with, popularly called dashiki or Angelina. So I'm going to give you all a parcel. Anytime when you go out there, you just remember that the people of the Bono Ahafo region say that they really appreciate you and we love the fact that we are brothers and sisters.
Thank you.
So I'll present to
Thank
you.
you very much.
You have this prize. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm so grateful having you on the show. So grateful. So this is it. This is Showtime Africa. Bono man ni ahafo man. Ye nipa baako. Onyame ne hene medamas.
Okay. So that's Ava for you from the Bono Ahafo region, indeed, telling us about similarities that they have with the people of the Côte d'Ivoire as well. Indeed, Amma came with Sarah, Stephanie, and Seri. Thank you so very much. And then over to our judges.
Yes, Amma, your intro when you entered with Meway's song, I think you did justice to the dancing and raised our hopes a lot. But I thought your interview was a bit slow. I don't know. I thought it was a bit slow. And so... And also, I realized that your greeting was typically un-Ghanaian. Ghanaians will greet from right to left, but you started from left to right, which is un-Ghanaian. So you just watch that. I like the fact that you touched on a whole lot of things: the Azonto dance, the Civil War, female genital mutilation, foods, and of course football. You cut across a quite very interesting menu that will let a lot more people come to understand and know Côte d'Ivoire. I also thought that there were other things that you knew already that were similar to cultural practices or certain identities that were similar to us in Ghana. But maybe the interview brought it out. I guess you could have made it a lot more exciting. Everything came out all right, but the tempo was low. All right? But that aside, I think you did fine. Congratulations.
Okay, so Amma is the name. The designer is Agau. Yes, Agau Collections. Indeed, I think your mother is here. Amma's mother is here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, yeah. Put your hands together. Put your hands together for Amma's mother. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Moving on to the Eastern region, and this time we're welcoming Afariwa.
Good evening and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Africa's Factbook, a program meant and designed for your exclusive viewership. where we give you content that will make you stay glued to your TV sets. Tonight, I am Afariwa, your regular hostess. But now, the lenses of the fact book has identified a country that is located at the Horn of Africa. Indeed, an African country that has never been colonized. With latest development in agriculture, they have a very beautiful and unique historical background. It is my pleasure to invite onto my stage, the Africa Facts Book stage, the Honorable, in fact, you need to know, after the short commercial break. I will be right back. Africa's Facts Book is proudly sponsored by Onga, Mama's Helping Hand, GTP New Style, and Rush Energy Drink. You just want to join me on stage. Ghana and the said country, Ethiopia. Please give a hand. Thank you. With me in the studios today is the Ethiopian ambassador to Ghana. She's in the person of Her Excellency, Mrs. Gifty Abasiya Ababulgu. In Kodina Mato, I hope I had that right. Thank you, ma'am. Indeed, it beats my imagination. For an African country that has never been colonized, how does that make you feel as a country?
Really, as a country and also as an Africa, we are proud because Ethiopia is never colonized. That can preserve our culture and also to have our alphabets and to use our language.
Okay. So can you give us a little insight about Ethiopia?
At this time, Ethiopia is one of the fast-growing countries in the fifth in the Africa and the 10th in the world. Ethiopia is really it is a fast-growing country. At this time, just for the past a decade, we registered two-digit economies.
Okay.
That is because of the visionary leader, His Excellency late Prime Minister Meles Zenawi.
Okay.
Because now we are on a good track.
Wow. Okay, you know, Ghana has had a relationship with Ethiopia in championing the African unity agenda. Does Ethiopia still believe in the African unity?
Sure, we believe in that. Because our Emperor Majesty Haile Selassie, he played a big role at that time to bring the African leaders who have a different ideologies.
Okay.
They bypassed that ideology and they came together to establish African Union
Okay.
in Addis Ababa in 1963.
Okay. You see, when it comes to our first president, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, we speak a lot about him in terms of infrastructure and how he empowered his own Ghanaian men and women as well. What's that one legacy that you can talk about Haile Selassie?
Haile Selassie really, not only for Ethiopia, also for Africa, he had a big legacy because he is the one who brings different African leaders who have different ideologies, Casablanca, Monrovia, together to establish African Union and to fight for their independence.
Okay. The nearest I come to Ethiopia is anytime I read my Bible, because I see that the Nile River passes through your territory. So now, how are you harnessing the potential of the Nile to just, as it were, solve or mitigate the perennial drought? I know that Ethiopia has a problem with drought. So how do you do that to promote your agriculture?
The drought is a past history. Okay. At this time, we try to use our resources.
Sure.
There is no any famine and drought in Ethiopia. It is not registered. We are zero famine. Also, we are using our resources not on Nile River. On Nile River, we are building a big Ethiopian flagship hydropower.
The Grand Ethiopia Renaissance Dam, the Judd project.
At the completion, we hope to produce 6,000 megawatts.
Wow.
And we are a plan to sell to neighboring countries, to Uganda, Kenya, Djibouti, Sudan, and also Tanzania.
Wow. Okay. So then, my question is going to drift to cultural. We have so many good cultures, bad cultures, just like Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
We are experiencing child marriage. Is it the same in Ethiopia?
Sure, it is the same in Ethiopia and all African countries, starting from female genital mutilation. Also, early marriage is common in every Ethiopian societies. But the government has make a criminal code on early marriage. The legal marriage age in Ethiopia is for female and male. It is 18, but still we are practicing because of the poverty, lack of education, and also harmful traditional practice against women.
At this juncture, Ghanaians, I'd like to add my voice to the many voices and to the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection on their quest and campaign against child marriage. We need to let our children grow to be the children that they are meant and created by God to be. We should end child marriage now. Madam, are there any tourist potential? I've read a bit about the Blue Nile Falls. And you know, when you come to Ghana, we have so many tourist potentials. We have the village at Nzolezu, a whole community that is on water. You need to see it. And we have several arboretums. We have falls. We have, if you have heard of the biggest and longest canopy walkway in Africa, it is located in Cape Coast. That's the Kakum National Park. So can you just spell out some tourist potentials in Ethiopia?
Really, Ethiopia has abundant historical, natural, and traditional tourist areas. As you say, these are by the Blue Nile Falls. Also, we have 20 national parks, and also we have 10 tourist sites which is registered in UNESCO. We have Lalibela Church, Sophomore Cave, and in Harar, when you wait, you can find 82 mosques and 102 holy areas. Okay. And we have different, like Lalibela, Sophomore, Awash National Park, Omo National Park, Samin Mountains, and the buffalo, and epidemic wildlife and birds.
Okay. For us as Ghanaians, we are known to be very hospitable. I'm sure you have gotten used to some cuisines. Have you heard of fufu?
Fufu?
Have you tasted it yet?
I loved it.
Okay, well,
Banku and fufu.
Oh, okay, that's your favorite,
yes,
right?
It's my favorite food.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then for us, we are noted to be hospitable. Any foreigner who comes into the country easily associates and mingles with the citizens of this nation. That is what we hold at heart as the hospitable people that we are. So what's the one unique thing that any tourist from any country, when that person comes to Ethiopia, what's that thing that the person can associate Ethiopia with?
The big thing in Ethiopia is that some people maybe they know that hospitality of Ethiopian people, and there's a smiley face as Ghanaians.
Okay.
Many people they can like that. Yeah, everybody is friendly. It is homey. Anybody who comes to Ethiopia, anywhere in the regional areas, they feel at home.
Wow, that's very wonderful. Have you had a local name yet? On what day were you born?
Locally?
Yeah, local name in Ghana. On what day were you born? On what day were you born, actually? Was it on a Monday or on a Tuesday?
I was born on Monday. My name is, can I call Kojo?
No.
Kojo is for a man.
Okay, yeah, Kojo is for a man. So you will be Ajua.
Ajua.
You bear my name.
Yes, Ajua.
So I
born on
so
Monday.
Now I'll call you Her Excellency, Mrs. Gipti Ajua Abasiya Ababulgu.
Thank you very much. I did. Thank you, my beautiful girl. Thank you.
So, you know, as lovely as we are, we always want to go back to our roots. This is an Edinkra symbol. It is called Sankofa in my dialect, which simply means that you go back to your roots. Anything that you were practicing before that was making you the you in particular, there is no worry if you go back to your roots and trace them. So anytime that you see this, I need you to hang it in your office. Since I'm dealing with the excellency herself, I need you to hang this in your office so that anytime you look at it, you will just encourage yourself that going back to the past and bringing it into the new trends is no problem at all. So please have this. And
thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll go to our roots.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
But please kindly sit for me.
Thank you very much.
Lovely studio audience, viewers at home, this is where we draw down the curtains of yet another episode of Africa's Fact Book. Till next week, stay safe, do no wrong, live long where you belong. Till next week. Thank you.
Okay. So, Afariwa for you, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, her designer is Liran Collections of Beads and Accessories by Wendy Lartizan. And we'd like to say a special thank you to Her Excellency Ambassador Gifty Abasia. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for her. Yes. And don't forget your new name, Ajwa. Okay, right. Before I proceed, I think our guest judge is seated. Yes, and so let me quickly introduce our guest judge, Mr. Seri Zadi Aurelien, arts critics from Côte d'Ivoire. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so I would give Afariwa to Linda.
Afariwa, you look so beautiful. I think your entry was very good. The head and shoulder dance. I've never seen it done, but I've seen it on television, and I think you did very well. It was very nice. I think the hair also helped you. You received your guests very well. You knew her name, so you introduced her. That was very good. Because we see people, yes, introduce yourself. No, you did a good job there. So, and then also you seemed knowledgeable. You seem to have read about the country, and therefore you're able to lead the conversation, and that was good. It was nice. You were very into it. Also, one area that you highlighted, I thought that was very good, the child marriage, and I would also like to add my voice to that. The way you ended it was very well done. You gave her the gifts. You explained, you gave the meaning of the gifts. That was very good. Congratulations, you did a good job. Well done.
Fantastic comments coming from Linda. Well, I like the enthusiasm, but one thing is for sure. Remember, it's 1740, because if you don't vote, she may find herself out of here. So the power is yours, okay? We'll be right back after these. Please stay. Ghana's most beautiful, season 9. We're still on. Indeed, I would like to say thank you one more time to our kind sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be here. Camel Antiseptic, Sasso Insecticide Spray and Coil, Rush Energy Drink, Pro Man and Pro Woman, 4 pain tablets and syrup, Casapreco Carnival, Onga tablets and seasoning, Mama's Helping Hand, DJ Cola, Taste the New Sound, Best Western Premier Hotel, Ixon Properties, your property supermarket, Lavon's Tomato Paste, super fresh, Tinatet Herbal Products, Ibusian Chemfa, they say, Holy Trinity Health or Spa and Health Farm, your holistic health sanctuary. Second Image, be empowered to succeed, the Laxi Paint, Paintable Champion, Force Malt, Real Taste, Real Malt, and of course, Wendy Lartizan. Now we're moving all the way to the Volta region. Now, Our sisters coming to interact with our brothers and sisters from the Republic of Benin. Let us welcome Fafa.
Wildlife of Kenya and sat on the shores of civilization of the Nile, whilst discovering the rich and beautiful culture of Africa, whilst tracing it to other cultures in the region. Tonight, the journey continues, but this time to the religious hub of Africa, Benin. Stay with me as we learn about the similarities between Beninois and Ghanaians, particularly the Voltarians. My name is Melody Fafa Bosman, your companion for this journey. With me in the studio from my far right is Monsieur Franklin Setou and Madame Estelle Kutani. Monsieur and Madame, bon arrivé. I noticed something when I was first introduced to you. You see, in Ghana here, the Evers are the people with names like Chigli Wigliaji, Kometokpo, Ametahiriho. Yes, when you hear names like that, it is us. So when I heard especially Madame Kutani, I noticed a similarity. Talk of names, let me begin with you, Mr. Setou. Benin was named after the Bight of Benin, a water body, just like how the River Volta was named, the Volta region was named after the River Volta. But before that was Dahomey. Can you please tell us what Dahomey means?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Dahomey means inner stomach of a snake.
A dapahoma. What's in Ebe?
A dapahoma.
So does it mean that Beninois also speak Ebe?
Yes, they speak.
They speak Ebe?
Yes.
Or it's a language that's similar to Ebe?
No, they speak too.
They speak, is it Fon?
We speak Fon and we speak Ewe too.
Okay, so
but
Dahomey
we call it Kempe.
I see. Interesting stuff coming up here. Now, Benin is known to be the hub of religion in Ghana, and in Africa, I should say. You are masters when it comes to voodoo. Can you please tell us what voodoo is?
Voodoo is a god.
Simply a god?
God.
And so what does voodoo-shi mean?
You know, we have many types of voodoo. Mm-hmm. Okay? When I said Sakpata.
Yes.
Sakpata.
Yes.
That means God of earth. When I say Hebyoso,
yes,
it means God of thunder.
Okay.
When I say Tohosu,
yes,
it means king of water. Right?
So voodoo is a type of God.
Yes.
And so if you say voodoo-shi, the shi means
wife of God.
Okay, what we say here as Trom Koshi. A Trom Koshi. In every language. Yeah. Interesting. Well, owing to the fact that the Evers trace their origin from Ketu in Benin,
right,
we have a lot of similarities as we have just established. In language, even in dances, I know that you also perform the Agbaja.
Yes.
Yes. But I know you've been in Ghana for some time. When it comes to food, I know men don't joke with food. So when it comes to food, what don't you miss about Benin? Because you find it with ease here in Ghana.
You know, we have similar food. You know, we have similar foods. So even in Ghana, agushi.
Mm-hmm.
Agushi.
Yes.
Boma.
You also have boma?
Yes.
Okay.
gariba, which is called pilon. For some people, pilon.
I think Madam has been quiet for some time. Madam, what food don't you miss?
It means I miss all the food in Benin here.
So I was told before we came here, Madam was telling me that she just had yam fufu. So I'm not sure if that is an Ewe food or it's a Beninois dish.
It's a Beninois dish.
So you also enjoy yam fufu, just like how we also enjoy yam fufu?
Yes.
So do Beninois cultivate yam?
They do.
Okay, in Ghana here, the people of the Asogli state celebrate the Yam Festival. Togbio, Mamao, Manyi Banami. And so does that mean that in Benin you also have a similar celebration?
Of course, yes.
And how does it go?
Yes. In Benin, let's say August is a very special month in Benin. First of all, we celebrate our independence on the 1st August.
August.
Yeah.
So the Independence Day coincides in the same month with the Yam Festival.
The Yam Festival.
Interesting. So it serves as just like the Asogli, bringing back people, Beninois, sons of Benin from other parts of the world.
Yes.
Interesting. On the talk of independence, looking at the flags of Ghana and Benin, we see that the only difference here, apart from the arrangement of the colors, how they've been segmented, is the black star. And interestingly, I think my viewers would want to know that, you see, in Ghana, we say the red is the blood of our forefathers, the gold represents wealth, and then the green representing agricultural wealth of Ghana. Then it actually is the same with the Benin flag.
Yes.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Now, my first experience with Benin was in an ad. I remember back then watching TV, an ad of ice cream, where there was a lady humming, Batonga, Batonga, Batonga. And later on, I found out that it actually was from the famous Angelique Kidjo.
Yes.
And so we would perform Batonga. I wouldn't let you live here without us performing the Batonga. But before that, Madam, let me come to you. When you come to Ghana here, there are some parts of the country, that some things that you have to see when you come to Ghana, like the Mount Afaja, the Avli Falls, and the castles scattered all over the coast and other parts of the country. Can you please tell me where you would want me to go when I come to Benin?
Merci. Je vous enseigne d'aller visiter Cotonou au Bénin. Parce que Cotonou est la capitale économique du Bénin, dont le nom contient 3 syllabes, qui sont Kou, la mort, To, la rivière, et nous, au bord. Donc, cette ville est très, très intéressante. Surtout si vous allez à Tokpa, vous n'en aurez besoin de rien. Donc, il y a tout à Cotonou là-bas. C'est une ville dont les habitants qui sont là sont vraiment à l'aise.
Okay. Pardon, Madame Estelle. What Madame Estelle is saying is that she would want me to visit Cotonou when I come to Benin. And that Cotonou is a word made up of 3 syllabi. That's Ku, which means death, even in the Ewe language. To, which means river, just like in the Ewe language. And Nu, which means the shore of the river. And then she also went on to say that Cotonou is the place I have to visit because it is the hub of the country. Just like Accra, you cannot come to Accra without passing through you can't come to Ghana without passing through Accra, and that it is the economic seat of the country. Now, just like I said, we have to perform the Batonga. So, Messie, After you. Madam, after you. Patonga. Batonga. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Please have your seat. Thank you. It's been a very fun and insightful session with you. And I would want to say a big thank you. I have something here for you. This is Kata from the Volta region. And all of these fabrics represent royalty. And just as you have come to my show, I would want to say a big thank you to you. And as you take this, know that you are royals, even here in Ghana. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Monsieur, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Madam. Thank you. Different chords create a perfect melody. Not only because they communicate with each other, but because they work together as one. Just like how Dr. Martin Luther King once said, les hommes ne savent pas, les uns les autres parce qu'ils ne peuvent pas communiquer. Ils ne peuvent pas communiquer parce qu'ils sont séparés. Yes, we are different people. But the beauty of a bouquet is the variety in colors. Let us come together as Africans and work together as one Africa. For after all, we are one people. My dress was put together by Abby's Creation, fabric by GTP New Style. Thank you very much for joining us at home. See you next week and have a good evening. Thank you.
Okay. Stand by me. I will have to go to our guest judge. You're facing our guest judge for today. Sorry.
Thank you. Oh, I am very impressed by what you just did, your performance. No need to say that you are a natural beauty. You are well dressed, look gorgeous. And I was impressed by the wealth of information that you gave, both in French, which I understand. Je t'en remercie d'ailleurs. And both in a way, all the explanation that you gave. I also like the way you spoke and introduced the people. You did not ask some questions which didn't give any information at all. So as regard the content of your show, I think that you failed to explain the meaning of the star when you compare the flags. That's very important to me. I like the symbolism of the whole thing. And I like also the way you spoke about Africa and the unity in it. I think the whole thing was good. It was sellable. Thank you. It's good.
Okay, thank you very much, Seri. Merci beaucoup. Our first designer is Abby Creation. And, of course, her guest previously, Mr. Franklin Seto, who is an engineer and Beninois resident right here in Ghana. And Mr. Estelle Kutanyi is also a teacher, Beninois teacher resident right here in Ghana. Okay, so we're moving from Fafa and going all the way to the central region. Okay. Okay, now AC is coming with a brother and some sisters. Omunaija, welcome them.
After the reggae, play the blues. Make you do as I do. Enjoy yourself, baby boo. share the booze. Everybody wanna groove. As far as the money they pay, if you pop champagne, Baba see bad the way them the boo. It doesn't have a catchy the bull. See money for like swimming pool. Yeah, you they give me wings like Red Bull.
My name is Essie, and I welcome you to another exciting package of the award-winning culture show, Rhythms Africa. You know, this program sinks deep down my heart because we're projecting the African culture, African values, history, and myriads of reasons why Africa must unite. Today, we are focusing on a country which had a peaceful transition of political power early this year. This country is also known as the Giant of Africa, owing to its large population of about 178 people, and also to its economy. Oga, with the travel small go Nigeria. So get your card and join me as we embark on this journey. But then this program is proudly brought to you by Camel Antiseptic. Camel, the unbeatable germ protection. We're going for a short commercial break. We will be back. Ladies and gentlemen, to Rhythms Africa. With me in the studio, our comrades from Nigeria. Comrades, Ekabo. Starting from my right, we have Chief Franklin Onlakunle Cole. And we have Miss Yasmin Kusman and Miss Faith Igboli. Did I get the name right? Miss Faith Igboli. And Miss Mercy Joseph. Shall we show them more love? I'm a proud Ghanaian, but then I love Nigeria, especially the way you dress to ignite and spark that spirit of Africanism. I'm sure without mentioning my name, you'd have mistaken me for one of your ladies.
Because when you look at your dress, you're already appearing like a Nigerian. This is a Yoruba tradition, and you're looking outstanding.
Thank you.
Really
I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, here in Ghana, we have a lot of local dialects. We have the Chi, we have the Fanti, we have the Gan, we have the Ewe. But then English is our official lingua franca. But Oga, now so I hear Pidgin be official language. Even in a Peking mother's belly, they speak Pidgin and give proverbs a lot. If it's so?
Well, Queen's language is English.
Oh, okay.
But the way you have Choco is the same way we have it in Lagos, Nigeria, where Pidgin dominates in a particular region. So I think that's the similarity we both have.
Oh, okay.
And then we only speak Pidgin English when we gather as friends, close friends. There we speak English and we feel free. But then, like we have now, we can't obviously speak Pidgin. Thank you.
You know, we Ghanaians take pride in our local names, and that is peculiar of the Ashantis. But then when you come to Cape Coast, where I come from, you mostly hear of anglicized names and European names. Do you have similar situation in Nigeria?
Yes, we do. It's similar amongst the Yorubas, the Ogun State people, the Lagos State people. You'll find the Williams, the Coles, and so on.
Exactly, because Oga Cole, you're confusing
Let me
me.
quickly add to that. You see, I think that is due to the era of colonization thing.
Oh, okay.
As she said, in Lagos especially, you hear a lot of English names like Williams, like Cole. I am Franklin Cole. And then when I mention my name, you go like, are you from Europe? Or are you a UK person? I was like, no, I'm a Nigerian, and it's typical one at that. So I think it's the colonization of a thing that actually caused that. And you can actually relate that to the Cape Coast.
Okay,
you know, most of the Cape Coast people also have similar. I have a friend that is called Coleman. So the very first time when I came to Ghana, I was like, my name is Franklin Cole. I was like, sorry, are you from Western? Is it Western region? Central region. I said, no. So it's also Coleman. I said, well, we have a lot of things in common as Nigerians and Ghanaians.
Exactly. Now, let's come to festivals. You know, we Africans, we celebrate festivals a lot, despite the fact that we were colonized and the Europeans introduced some festivals aside our local festivals. You've been in Ghana for a while, Abi? Yes. Have you experienced any festival that have you experienced any festival that you can link to the festivals you have in Nigeria?
Actually, yes, we have. I heard there's a Fisherman Festival.
Fisherman Festival?
Yeah. You have people on the sea and boats and then masquerade parade about. We actually have similar thing in Nigeria. And then we have the masquerade parades about and then fishermen on the boats and people rejoicing. And also the New Yam Festival.
Which is celebrated by?
By the Igbos.
Igbos, so
yes.
Okay.
Yes, in a new season, farming season, when they harvested the yam that was cultivated in the previous farming season, then they celebrate.
Oh, exactly like the one we have in Volta region?
Yes, sure. I heard about that.
I'm impressed. Let's come to staple food. I really enjoy eating eba and egusi because that's what I know. But then, can you please delve into your staple food?
Well, we have dodo, like you.
Dodo.
It's called kelewele here.
Kelewele?
Yes.
Wow.
We have ogi, your porridge.
Ogi.
We have akara, kose.
Kose.
We have aku as your fufu.
Fufu. You call it apu?
Yes,
okay.
We call it aku. And we also have akowe as palm nut soup.
Oh, we call it abenkwan.
Oh, okay.
Abenkwan. Okay. And you call it akawe. Akawe. Oh.
So basically, we have so many things in common when it comes to the food. Even your banku, we have it in Nigeria, just that the way it's being made is quite different. In Nigeria, your banku is more or less like our pap. I mean, you ferment yours to be eaten with okra and the rest. Yes. But in Nigeria, we prepare it in such way that we remove the back of the corn, and then the moment it's being made, we don't leave it for days.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then it's more or less like a pap, but we make it a little bit harder. Okay, and that is similar to your banku. It's almost the same thing. It goes through the same process. So when you look at all the similarity between Nigeria and Ghana, so many things from our food, culture, tradition. Look at the way you're dressing right now. Honestly, this is a typical Yoruba woman. So there's a lot you can actually, compare and contrast when it comes to Ghana, Nigeria.
Yeah. But I know Ghana, Nigeria, and God born as twins.
I'm telling
Nothing
you.
can separate us.
Not
even Ghana must go.
Ghana must go for the where this is Ghana must come and Nigeria must stay.
Exactly. Ghana must come, Nigeria must come.
Yes.
Okay. Nigerians, of late, you're doing very well in this comedy business.
Yeah.
When you come to Ghana, my people are known to have a good sense of humor. But then in Nigeria, is it peculiar to a particular tribe? Or is that the whole Nigerian that you be funny?
It's not peculiar to a region or a state. We all have it. We just kill it. Wherever we go to, you must
kill it. You medala.
You must know that Nigeria day here. And let me tell you, any country that there is no Nigeria, you have to check it. And why do they accommodate us? Why do they love us? Because of our sense of humor.
What is the population of Nigerians in Ghana?
You don't want to know. As at 2012, we have over 5 million Nigerians living here. You can imagine that kind of hospitalities the Ghanaians have. I mean, that keep bringing us. When you call a Nigerian, and then you be like, where would you want to visit for a vacation or something? They'll tell you, I won't go to Ghana. Why? Because of the hospitality. So over 5 million people in Nigeria living here, it means something. Thank you.
Let's come to your music. Ghanaians really enjoy your music, especially that romantic tempo you give to all your music, ranging from your gospel to your local music. Now, how often do you enjoy Ghanaian music in Nigeria?
When you see, there have been a couple of events, and there have been this cultural integration, not just only from even the music aspect, even from the movie too. But when you look at the music, you have a lot of collaboration between Ghana and Nigeria. And I can bet you, Empire Entertainment, if I'm allowed to say, is actually working on something. There's a musical concert we have here called Ghana Me Niger. that is actually bringing the relationship to be more tight and close. So, of course, we enjoy Ghana music in Nigeria very, very well. Myself, when it comes to Kwabena, Bisake there, when I'm dancing, you'll be like, wow. And then you see Nigerian music dominating everywhere as well. The same way it's also happening in Nigeria.
Exactly.
There's everywhere in Nigeria. You want to dance Azonto. Azonto is like all over the world. But Nigeria, we even take it as if it is our own.
Your own.
Yeah, so of course we enjoy Ghana music a lot.
There is this latest song that I enjoy so much. Now God will win.
Hey. You want me to sing it for you?
Why not?
Please, I'm the choir leader, so you guys.
Madam choir leader, backing vocalist.
All of them. I don't get a lot.
God will win.
I no more. I don't pay my rent.
God will win. Hey.
The finals of my shine.
God will win.
The finals of my joy.
God will win.
Oh yeah, anything them do.
God will win.
Oh na God will win. Oh na God will win. No. Anything them do, na God will win. Oh na God will win. Oh na God will win. No.
And no more. I pray for eviction.
God will win.
And no more. I don't get my hope.
God will win.
Don't mind Boko Haram.
God will win.
If Boko bring back our girls.
God will win.
I say, make them try them luck, but
God will win. No, God will win.
God will win.
And I don't pay my rent, God will win. There be one for my hand, but God will win. There be one keep my joy, but God will win. I say anything them do, now God will win. No, now God will win. No, now God will win. No. Anything them do, now God will win. No, now God will win. No, now God will win.
Oh, Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria. I love Nigeria. Oh my God. But then, Oga, why are you people so interested in Ghanaian babes now?
Now you guys fine. Look at you. On a very normal day, I want my brother to marry you. You are a beauty.
You see, she has said it all. Look at the way you're looking after me. So awesome. Your makeup on point, your gele, your beads. Oh my God. If I'm not married, I'll just make my proposal right away. So in a country where you have over 5 million Nigerians living, of course, what do you expect? And your ladies are so much caring, they are loving, they are gentle. You guys are great. So, of course, the intermarriage something needs to happen. A situation 2 years ago, we celebrated the 100 years of Yoruba living in Ghana.
Wow.
So what do you expect? We have come so far that even when you see a Nigerian, you won't even notice a Nigerian. You mistake them for Ghanaian, you know. See, the relationship has been there for so long. So we don't have a choice. In a country where you're being treated welcome, you don't have a choice than to marry the woman, you know. You guys are great.
Nigeria, I love Nigeria.
Thank you.
Ladies, gentlemen, thanks so much for joining us on Rhythms Africa.
Thank you for having us.
You are the managing director for the Emperor Media and the chairman for Miss Nigeria Ghana.
Yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, these three ladies are contestants for Miss Nigeria Ghana 2015. Give it up for them. But then, Oga, before you leave me now, I have some present for you. This is a symbol of unity between Ghana and Nigeria. Ghana must come, Nigeria must come. Okay?
Yeah.
Now you put this in your room now.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. This one and Nigeria must stay.
Okay. Now the Ghanaian man and the Nigerian man at the other end. Have this beautiful artifact for you as well. Ghana, Niger. But okay, there is this last one.
This is what we're talking about.
You have the portrait of the Cape Coast Castle. With this Rhythms of Africa, we tell the history of Africans. Great. But okay, this must get to His Excellency. This must get to His Excellency.
Okay. Wow, actually a very big coincidence because we also have a gift for you.
Really?
Lolo, that's what we're going to call you.
Okay.
We want to present you with something. We just want to wish you good luck. The rest of the pageant, please.
Oh.
We are right behind you. And we are very happy you represented Nigeria. Thank you very much for having us on your show.
Thank you very much, and we really appreciate your presence. We really appreciate your presence.
Basically, the bead signifies you as a queen. It also signifies wishing you a good luck. In Nigeria, it's for Lolo. It's for Lolo. So we are calling you Lolo of the night. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, ladies. In fact, for all of you who will be interested in it, the grand finale of the Miss Nigeria Ghana coming off at the Accra International Conference Center on the 17th of October. So you've got to be part of it. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen. We're very, very proud to have you. Okay, indeed, my AC is here. I think Uncle Dave. Yes, let me give AC to you.
Yeah, AC, your outfit typically Nigerian, the dance typically Nigerian, and of course the greeting typically Nigerian. That was quite good. I think you did wonderfully by breaking the ice with the pidgin that you introduced and used it to, get them to laugh and all that. I like the way you were able to outline the similarities, between Ghana and Nigeria, and especially even Cape Coast and the Yoruba land. You had full similarities, you have comedy similarities, and so many others. The gentleman, Mr. Cole, said that there were 5 million Nigerians in Ghana. That is interesting. I wonder whether that is true, though. But if that is true, then there are a lot of Nigerians in Ghana. Wonderfully. Me, myself, I also used to eat eba when I was a kid in Cape Coast because the Nigerians introduced it, to Cape Coast. They talked about the music collabos, which is very good. I think shows that friendship that we have with them. I like the Boko Haram flash about bringing back the girls. I think that was a very good... But even more so, the God the Wind song was really, really, good. It caught on. Everybody, started singing and dancing. I like the way you were able to market the Cape Coast Castle by giving the framed picture to them to present to Oga Kwata Kwata of Nigeria. That was good. And, of course, the gift exchange was, symbolized good synergy, between you, and it really made the Rhythms Africa fantastic. I think you were good. Congratulations.
AC is the name 1740 is the short code. Indeed, the designer is Kwate. Right. We're going for a short commercial break. When we come back, our last two. I'll see you back. Please stay.
The show that takes you on a ride through the various African countries. Today, the horse is in Burkina Faso. And with me in the studio is a lovely Burkinabe who is well vested in the culture, tradition, and history of Burkina Faso. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Madam Fatima Isaka.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Madam.
Thank you.
In northern Ghana, a tradition is normally performed to show a visitor that she's welcome or he's welcome to your house. And as a true Ghanaian, I can't escape the culture. So I have some water for you to drink.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome once again. So, Madam Fatima, tell me, how do you feel? Is this your first time in Ghana, or you've been in Ghana for a while now?
I have been in Ghana for about 3 months now.
Wow. And how do you find the place?
The place is admiring.
Oh, thank you very much. Madam Fatima, you know, Burkina Faso is a country endowed with rich culture and tradition. Can you highlight on some of this culture and tradition to us?
Okay. Burkina Faso is the land of honest men, which is a West African landlocked country, and it has about 60 ethnic groups. Its capital, Ouagadougou, is the political city, and its economic city is Bobo-Dioulasso. Talking about culture, Burkinabés are wonderful artisans and artists.
I want you to tell us the meaning of Burkinabe and then Burkina Faso. We've been hearing Burkinabe, but we don't understand, so today we want you to tell us.
Burkinabe are the people from Burkina Faso, which means honest men.
Okay.
And Burkina Faso is the land of honest people.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I was in Burkina Faso 2 months ago, and then I realized that the country is dry because it's near to the Sub-Sahara desert. Okay. But despite this challenge, your country has done so well in agriculture activities. I mean, how are you doing this?
Indeed, Burkina Faso is a Sahelian country with 2 seasons, 4 months of rainy season and 8 months of dry season. Farmers in Burkina Faso, immediately they observe first rainfall, they start farming in diverse cultivations. And Burkina Faso is one of the countries that is immensely in soil, let's say, the preserved soil, which is, let's say, stony soil. Yeah, we preserve the soil for farming. Okay. And during the dry season, we engage in off-season farming throughout the dry season.
Oh, I see.
That's with the usage of the various dams that we have in abundance in the country.
Yes. Okay, so does farming cut across the whole country, or you have specific regions that are engaged in farming activities?
The whole country is known as a farming country.
Okay.
Yeah.
The whole country?
Yes.
Okay, when you come to Ghana, the country that are really engaged in farming activities are northern Ghana. And then we produce crops like maize, rice, millet, walnuts, many other things. Yeah. And then our special delicacy actually comes from one of these crops, which is the maize, and then it's called tuonzafi. So I want to know with you, does your special delicacy also come from one of the crops that you produce, or you have another way?
Surely. Okay. Just like you mentioned, we also produce millet, rice, beans, and we have our special delicacies like gore, which is called here tubani.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And also we have which is called tz. We have the gay, which is called here bukina. So all these from our family.
So Burkina is actually from Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
Okay, for a moment I thought maybe the name, so people just want to link it to Burkina Faso. So what is it made out of? Like, what is it made from?
It's made from milk and millets.
The milk, is it the cow milk or?
Cow milk.
Oh, I see. So it's actually healthy.
Yeah, very healthy.
Oh, interesting. If you just joined us, this is the African Rights Talk Show, and this program is streaming live on www.African Rights Talk Show, where the president of Burkina Faso and the people of Burkina Faso are watching. Hello, Burkina Faso. Okay, so Madam Fatima, tell me, what is unique about Burkina Faso? I mean, what will push someone to go and make a living in Burkina Faso?
First of all, is the people, their social structure, their history, and their culture. Also, Burkina Faso is a great meeting place. Just like FESPACO, Sito, Siao is held there. Yeah.
With the FESPACO, can you go into details? Because I have friends who are in NAFTI, and then they always tell me, I'm going to FESPACO, but I've been hearing, I don't know what it entails. Can you brief me more about FESPACO?
FESPACO is actually a film festival in Ouagadougou, and it is held every 2 years in the month of February.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means that every February, Burkina Faso is like, wow, the whole place is, and everybody is actually. But I like your I don't know how to say it. In northern Ghana, we call it, in my hometown, we call it Banchebe. So how is yours called?
Oh, mine is called Faso Damfani.
Faso Damfani.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's also made up from cotton, right?
Yes, please.
Wow, this is so beautiful.
Thank you.
I see. So, how has the overthrow of the president, Blaise Compaoré, right? How has it affected the whole Burkina Faso as a country?
The downfall of Blaise Compaoré, due to the demonstrations before and after, has really caused losses, and it has also led to a slow economic activities in the country. But with the transitional government actions, for now the country's activities are back into function as normal.
Oh, okay. So as at now, Burkina Faso is at peace.
Yeah.
Everywhere is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We thank God. Okay. I actually want to come to Burkina Faso to do something, so I'll take this privilege to ask you.
Okay.
You know, in northern Ghana, when a man wants to marry a woman, he pays dowry to the woman's family. You see, and then I've noticed that there are some similarities between Burkina Faso and northern Ghana. So I want to know if this practice in northern Ghana is the same as to Burkina Faso.
Yes, it's the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it means
that... But it depends on the... You know, we have various ethnic groups.
Yes.
It depends on the ethnic groups.
Okay.
Some of them, the dowry would depend. That's, let's say, you may bring cow, you may bring a ram, you may bring beer with cola or salt.
Oh, I see.
All these depends on a particular ethnic group.
Oh, okay. Then I think I have to come to Burkina Faso to marry. What do you think?
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, sure, I will. Oh, today has been an interactive and educative section with Madame Fatima. And you know, as we do it always on African Rights Talk Show, we do not make our guests go empty-handed. We always have something for them so that when they go home, they remember that they were once on the award-winning show, African Right. So, Madame Fatima, I have this for you. This is called Banchebe, made from cotton. Yes.
Banchebe?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I have shea butter to make your skin very smooth.
Wow.
Not forgetting some fun that we weave in the northern.
Okay.
And the calabash itself, all for you, from African Ride, Northern Ghana, and then myself to you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This looks like Burkina.
Really?
Seriously. Everything is Burkina here.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And
Thank you.
in return, I have with me here our locally weaved kente.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. I can't wait to sew this. Thank you so much. Trust me, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much,
You're
Madam.
welcome.
Fatima, thank you for having you as my host. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so culture is our identity, and culture is something we must not watch to fade away. Today's interaction has been very educative. Join me same time next week for more details on my episode on African Right Talk Show. Thank you all. Asankushu. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you very much. This is Aisha 1740 is a short code. Indeed, her designer is made by Angel. Jack Sari, I'll give her to you.
Thank you. Thank you. I loved your presentation. I think you have been very original when you offer some water in the calabash. I think that your questions were not deep enough. They were a little vague, and they did not give us enough insight into what Burkina Faso is. But you were very lively, and you kept a good, lively contact with the public too. You also did something very interesting. You spoke about the Sahara Desert, and you gave made information how the Burkina Faso people were successful in agricultural ventures. Your overall outfit was very good too. You danced very well. Your showmanship was very impressive. So congratulations. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Aisha. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to keep the votes coming. Okay, so that leaves us to the very last person, but not the least. And she's from the Ashanti region. Now, she's hosting Dimakachu Malepo from South Africa. Give it up for Sika.
The king and the soldier. He was the icon of his people. Even the footsteps of death couldn't scare him. His legacy remains deeply contentious. His name, Shaka Zulu, similar to our very own Ya Asantewa, a queen mother and a warrior in the Asante kingdom who selflessly stood in the face of death and fought for the salvation of her people. Another greater warrior of our time, one I personally had an experience of experiencing his greater works, the lovable, affable Nelson Mandela, affectionately called Mediba. Hello, Ghana. My name is Sika. This is the Black Nation, your #1 TV show that helps you discover all the hidden treasures of Africa. This program is sponsored by Enapama Curl. We're going for a quick commercial break. We will be right back. Welcome back from the commercial break. You know, during the weekend, I flew all the way down to South Africa, and I was wowed by their amazing culture. But I was more mesmerized when I realized that they have some things that is so similar to Ghana's Asanteman. Unbelievable, right? But it is very true. And so tonight on the show, I have with me Miss Dimakachu Mbele from South Africa, who's going to throw more light on the similarities between Ghana and the Ashanti region. Welcome, Ms. Dimakachu.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You are looking outstanding in your beautiful costume.
Thank you.
I love the colors. Ms. Dima, so let me start with this. When we mention South Africa, a couple of things come into mind. The energetic dancing, the beautiful songs. Apart from all these, what best describes the South African?
Okay. The South Africans are very brave people.
Okay.
The South African, I think because of what we went through the struggle. Okay. So South Africans, they fought against the colonialism since 1600, when they came to South Africa.
Okay.
Yes. And don't forget, they had guns, bullet, but South Africans just got determination to reclaim their land.
So they decided to fight people with guns and bullets?
Yes.
With bare hands?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. For example, in 1960, 21st March, in Sharpeville, South Africans were demonstrating against past law, and believe me, Sika, the police came and killed so many people.
Wow.
Yes. In 1961, they banned the political organizations. And since then, South Africa became so wild, angry.
Yeah, they have to.
Yes. And then, don't forget, South Africans, they were tired of white domination, white rule. So that's what I'm saying. South Africans, they are very brave people because they were fighting guns with bare hands.
Yeah, it takes a brave person to fight bullets with bare hands. No, this is so similar to the story of the Asante Kingdom. We also had to fight several wars to claim our lands and to claim our title. We had to oppose the white rule. Yeah, and I heard a story about you also opposing the white rule. Can you brief me more on that?
Yes, you know, when they came to South Africa, they like, for example, when they came to the Zulu Kingdom, he received them with warm hands. But later he realized that they were trying to take the land from them because they give the land to grow their foods. But later, yes, then they realized that they were not the nice people.
Okay.
That's how come he decided to just call them one day in their kraal and say to them, let's kill them.
Let's kill them.
Yeah, like he said, bulala abatakati.
Bulala what?
Abatakati.
What does that mean?
Okay, bulala means kill, and then abatakati, witches.
Kill witches.
Yes.
Interesting story. That is a story of a brave people, so similar to that of the Asantes. Miss Dima, I want to know, I've heard of empires around the world. Does South Africans have any notable empire, one that possesses so much authority?
Yes, the Zulu Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Shaka Zulu.
Shaka Zulu.
Yes.
I've heard that name several times.
Shaka Zulu was the king of the Zulu tribe in South Africa. Shaka Zulu was a warrior, very, very brave man. He wanted to unite the national groups of tribes of South Africa.
As at that time?
Yes.
And he had that idea.
Exactly. And his vision was the creation of United Africa.
He wanted to unite Africa.
Yes.
That is a very brave leader.
Oh, yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes. He wanted the people of South Africa, he wanted the people of South Africa to form one nation so that he would become the king of that nation. Yes. So later, Shaka Zulu moved from South Africa to the place called Mandebele Land in Rhodesia. His dream was to annex those small groups so that they would become his subject.
And he will be king.
And then they will be under his leadership, yes.
Okay. We also have the Asante Kingdom, which is headed by Otufo Osei-Tutu II, a very powerful king, I must say. And he had really organized and coordinated the kingdom so well till date. I think the Asante Kingdom is the third most powerful kingdom in the whole wide world. And that is a plus to us and a distinct feature on the South Africans for having the Zulu Kingdom and we having the Asante Kingdom. My first memory of South Africans was in this movie, Sarafina. It was a childhood favorite. In that movie, you sang as if music was going to give you freedom. I remember this song Freedom is coming tomorrow. Yes, freedom is coming tomorrow. What does music do to you, South Africans? It is a way of selling your passion, or you are telling a story?
Okay, Sika. South Africans love music. They love dancing and singing. And as I told you, I said, I think because of what we went through during the struggle.
Okay.
So South Africans, they were singing with passion.
Out of their hearts.
Yes. So because the music, they were telling story to people through the music. And don't forget, South Africans were locked in, were not allowed to come outside the country. Yeah. So we're using the music to express pain.
Sure. So there was so much yelling and lamenting in your songs. Yes. We also have a local song called the Enyumkro.
Okay.
Actually, the Enyumkro tells a story. It could be a historical background. It could be a life lesson. Every Enyumkro is just not sung anyhow. It tells a story. And it comes with the yelling and lamenting, same with the way you guys also sing your songs. Yes. I know some famous musicians, Miriam Makeba. Yeah. And we also have the sensational Daddy Lumba. We have the likes of Konimo, all doing so well.
Yuma Sikela.
Sure. Don't want to. I almost forgot.
Chaka Chaka.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
You've got great musicians here. Auntie Dima, I hear in the streets of Johannesburg, everywhere is painted gold. You eat gold, you sleep gold, you dance gold. Oh. In fact, you dream gold. Ghana is rich in gold as well. To be precise, the Ashanti region, we have lots of gold around. And you as well. What is the economic importance of gold to your country?
Okay, South Africa have a lot of mines. If I try to mention all of them, I'll take your time. For example, we have gold fields and Anglo gold.
Yeah, gold fields and Anglo gold. Here in Ghana too.
Yes, African mines, yes. It is gold and gold mine that makes South Africa beautiful. South Africa is developed right now because of gold. Gold is a backbone of South African economy.
Wow.
Yes. Now we have beautiful shopping malls, beautiful railway lines for trade, commerce, and to transport people.
Some people call it Africa's Europe.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I had a few Ghanaians calling South Africa African Europe because of gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, Auntie Dima, my last question. People say South African men are not circumcised. How true is that?
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's not true. They do.
They do get
circumcised. South African men circumcised when they are teenagers.
Oh, okay.
They are kept in the mountain during the winter season when the weather is cold.
So that's more of like an initiation into adulthood.
Yes.
Which is so similar to our bragro. We don't circumcise the men. It's actually for females. But we take them through an initiation into adulthood. You know, I have a gift for you. And that gift is not perishable. It's something that's going to be with you for a very long time. And that is, guess what?
Gold?
Oh, please. I can't give you gold. It's Adoa dance. I'm going to teach you how to dance Adoa. Just a few steps and we are good to go. So let me start. Okay. 1, 4, king, 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 king. King, 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 king. Ah, that is so brilliant. That's so brilliant. Thank you very much, Mr. Makatu. It has been one of my greatest honor of my career to have you on my show tonight. This interview has been fun and very exciting. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Africa is green. It is one of the continents endowed with beautiful culture. Looking through the windows of our success, the vision may be blurred now, but if we can connect through our similarities, trust me, we can move mountains. Let's ask ourselves as individuals, is Africa a precious element for us to preserve or a mere land for settlement? My name is Sika. This is the Black Nation. Join me same time next week. And it's bye.
Okay, so Sika is the name. Designer Sam's collection. Thank you very much. You look very beautiful, I must say. Yeah, this is purely African, South African. All right, Linda, you have the final word.
Yes, Sika, you look beautiful. I thought your entry was very good, very energetic, very South African. You did well. Your intro was good and refreshing to know that you could mention your guest's name. I thought you did very well there. You were able to draw the similarities between the countries, the braveness of the people, the kingdom, the Zulu and Ashanti kingdom, the music, economics, gold, and all that. I think you did very well. It was fun. You were enjoying it, so we were also enjoying it. Congratulations. Well done.
Okay, thank you very much. So 1740, I must say, is a short code. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go for a short commercial break. When we come back, I guess we'll have some performance. And then there's a vision tonight. It is not just one person, but it will surely be two people. So that tells me that it's going to be a final eviction towards the end. I don't know. I'll be back. Let me quickly run through this and then we'll go on to business. Camel antiseptic and beatable germ protection, Sasso insecticide spray and coil, kum intuntum precum. Rush energy drink, keep up the rush in you non-stop. Enapa mackerel, ed sukusuku. Heaven perfumed long grain rice, deliciously tasty. Casapreco Carnival, the pleasure is yours. Madar powder soap, it is easier with Madar, the new multi-purpose detergent. Lydia female contraceptive. Lydia, you decide. DJ Cola, taste the new sound. 4 pain tablets and syrup knocks out pain faster. Pro man and pro woman, we have the power to make our own way. Onga tablet and seasoning, Mama's helping hand. Ixon Properties, your property supermarket. Lavon's tomato paste, super fresh. Force malt, real taste, real malt. And I say thank you to Wendy Lartisan for supplying us with all beads and accessories. I'd like to say thank you to GTP New Style, all the fabrics that you see on stage, and of course to Alan David Collection for making me look nice and beautiful here on stage. All right, at the stage, I'd like to invite all our contestants on stage, please. Okay, 3-3. Let me feel good. And move a little back so they don't see what I have here. Okay, before we proceed, ladies and gentlemen, you know that once you text, and you text well, you need to be rewarded. And so I'll start from the second highest texter. And this one is sponsored by MTech Communication. And I'd like to invite, the winner is Odro Senya Bismarck, but it's being collected on his behalf. So let me invite Millicent Dakun to come and take it on his behalf. And to do us the honors is Mr. Nagalo Kashmir, Social Affairs, Burkina Faso Embassy. Please join us on stage and do the presentation for us. So Mr. Nagalo Kashmir, please join us on stage. And then let me have Millicent Dakun. Yes, Millicent, please position yourself here. Yes, is Mr. Nagalo here? Okay, yes. All right. Yes, please. And the winner gets to walk away with a mobile phone, so please hand over the mobile phone to him. And Yes. No, Millicent? Yes. Aha. So this is the second highest texter, in fact. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now to the highest texter for today. Yes, Mr. Dagalo, please come. Please come. Yes. Let him come and still do it for us. Yes. And then the winner is Mr. Alex Mensah, and he gets to walk away with a microwave. Yes. Okay, so Alex Mensah is here. Okay, and in fact, it's rather a rep from Avsonic Motors. Yes, Avsonic Auto Limited, who's doing the presentation for us. Thank you so very much. Avsonic, thank you so very much. Avsonic are the providers of the car. Yes, that our winner is going to walk in. Who's going to carry it? Is it Fafa? Is it Sika? Is it Aisha? Is it Ama? Is it Afariwa? Or AC? Oh, yeah, I can't. Okay. For most eloquent, which is sponsored by Enapa Mackerel, may I please invite Dean Ripley to do us the honors. He's an artist from the USA. So Dean Ripley, join us right here on stage. Over to you, judges.
This person was beaten by a whisker to the star performer, but she didn't miss out on this one. AC, most eloquent.
Most eloquent, AC. All right, come forward, AC. Take your prize. Congratulations. Yes. Aha. Yes. Greet. Aha. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dean. Thank you so very much. Okay. Now, for the most disciplined, and it's proudly sponsored by Onga, let me invite Nana Ekuya Apietoa II to please join us on stage. Yes, there she comes, so gorgeously dressed. Please come forward. Let's see how pretty you're looking. Oh, why, Papa? Linda, closer to me. Yes, my producer says you come closer to me, please. So please come forward a bit. Okay, thank you very much. Linda, who is our star performer for today?
Our star performer for tonight is Afariwa.
Afariwa from the Eastern region. Come forward. Receive your prize. Ha ha. Okay. Now, most of the time, when I finish doing my thing and the judges finish doing their thing, and I start thanking you, we don't get to listen to anything anymore. Then we move away. I have been given the power to do the eviction for tonight. And I don't really fancy it at all. But you see, it is incredible that I have to do this. When I call you, you please step forward. Aisha, step forward. Amma, step forward. Fafa, step forward. Okay, move forward a bit. Get closer to me, ladies. All right? So for the ladies in front, you are safe for tonight. Go backstage. Hold on. When I touch the ladies, I can feel shivering. It's going through my spine. Afariwa, you are the star performance for today. But then we keep on telling you that this is cumulative. And so, Sika, go backstage. Now, stand in between. Let me stand in between. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm supposed to evict one person and leave one person. But I don't know who to evict and who to leave. Moko ajoada, moko ata. Moko ajoada, moko ata. Okay, we'll see you next week. Good night.